chat and you get a big one, click the like button. The show will start in 10 years. It's Friday night. This is the old time slot for Monetize This. You miss Friday nights? You just got paid. You're not getting laid. So you take your paycheck and you drop it on the show. Remember that? What's up, everybody? We're ready. Sorry, am I being weird tonight? I'm being weird tonight. We're just kind of hanging out tonight, you know? Where's the fucking... Where is it? I'm broken like a nail. I was just born to lose. I lost both me and you. When you went away, that's when you went away. You're the master, I'm the slave. running out of music to play while we start this thing. What's up, brother? The drones are in the sky. They're floating around. What's up, crackers? What's up, you bunch of crackers? I don't know. That's what I call it. I call everybody a cracker now. I love calling black people cracker. It throws them off so much. You're like, yo, man, what's up, cracker? What's up, my cracker? And they're like, what? And they're like, shut up. Swear to God, I call everybody cracker now. Especially like if it's an old guy at the store. That's a lot. Cracker. What up, cracker? I gotta be honest, I was ready to roll on a whole bunch of topics. And my computer had issues a lot of issues. And so that kind of like threw me off, you know? And so the last hour of trying to get this ready is just, I'm like, I don't even remember what I was initially doing on this show tonight. I know it had something to do with drones. The government's lying, let's be honest. They know what's going on one way or the other. I believe that there's a big thing going on that I heard about that, you know, that some kind of a weapon or weapons might have been dropped or, you know, put out there, maybe even at airports, we're not sure. And some kind of a massive weapon or chemical weapons. And so our drones were out looking for these things. We have these advanced drones that can find out if there was a bomb or dirty bombs or chemical weapons used or something. And so these drones are out there looking for it, you know, and could have been in major cities. I don't know. And obviously, well, here's the thing. Obviously, if you're the enemy that did that, and America then has drones flying around in the sky, I mean, you're going to pretty much know at that point. Okay, they know. They're looking for them. They know and they're looking. So why would you not tell the people if you're the government? And probably because of some kind of panic, or they don't need to know. We haven't found anything. There may not be anything going on. So we're not going to tell people that this is what we're looking for because there might not be anything going on. So, you know, that's a possibility for sure that could be what's going on. But the government definitely knows what's up. Like, there's no way they don't know. There's just no way. They're either retarded people, and they're like the dumbest people ever. They have no idea about anything. Or they, you know, they just, they're lying to you on purpose, which probably it's that. Because I know that I think that the government is pretty fucking stupid at this point, but they, you know, all these drones don't go up in the sky and they don't know what's going on. I mean, they held a press conference to basically say nothing today. Like, yeah, let's have a press conference. Yeah, we don't know anything, and so there you go, and yeah. Okay, why did you fucking hold a press conference then, you pieces of shit idiots? Dude, they're just liars. They're just full of shit. All they do is lie. And this lie, though, might be to protect people, but, you know, this interview is the best. I thought exactly the same thing as this guy. So when I heard somebody say this who was actually there, I was like, thank God, somebody else who believes the same shit I'm saying.
All right, so you're here today. You were just inside. You walked out. Why?
I walked out because it was worthless. It was the biggest amateur hour presentation I've ever seen.
Right.
Anything. Okay. It was ridiculous. There were no answers.
I love the raindrops sound effects. Those are beautiful.
Every question that was asked by a member of the state legislature, great questions, no answers, no resolution. They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat. It was annoying to be there. I drove 2 hours to be here today, spent an hour in there. I got to drive 2 hours back. The biggest waste of 5 hours in my entire life.
So why do you think they called this meeting?
No idea. Why would you call a meeting to tell people you don't know anything? I have no idea. And then when the legislators would ask questions, there were no answers. Here's the most frustrating part. The Colonel of State Police said that he had a helicopter of his flying over above one of these drones, a 6-foot drone or something. I can't remember exactly what he said. And he felt unsafe for his helicopter, so he just let it go. Just let it go. Where'd it go? Who knows? You know, didn't want to follow it because he didn't feel safe. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? I mean, honestly.
Do they have any idea where these drones are originating?
No, they don't. They would. Maybe if they followed that sucker when it landed, they would know. But
Exactly.
they don't. This is a complete lack.
They didn't follow it because they know what it is. The only reason you wouldn't follow it is because you know what it is. So if they didn't know what it was, then they would follow it. So why wouldn't you follow it? Like, what are all the reasons that you wouldn't follow the drones, right? I guess all of the, like, what are the real reasons? Like, you know what, like, you know what it is. You have you really don't have an interest. You're like, yeah, I know. We know what it is. We're not going to follow it. We put it there. Know what it is. It's dangerous. Why would you not follow it, right? You know what it is, or it's dangerous. You are unable to follow. What are the reasons why you wouldn't follow it? You know what it is. It's dangerous. You are unable to follow it, right? I mean, maybe there's some more we could add to this, but, unable to follow it? I doubt it. We're able to follow it. Dangerous? Maybe, but we follow dangerous things all the time. It's the security of the country. So I find you're unable to follow it impossible. That's not going to be the case. So we'll just put a big red circle on that one. Is it dangerous? I'll put that in blue. Like, I don't know, maybe. Maybe it's dangerous. You know what it is. That's my Occam's razor. Why you don't follow it. I mean, then there's like, I guess there's more. There's like, you lost it because you stupid. But I just don't believe that's the case. I mean, then there's like you wouldn't tell anyone anyway. Like, there's that. There's like, you wouldn't tell anyone anyway. So like, maybe they did follow them and they are following them and they're tracking them, but they're not going to tell you guys that or me that. So if they like, maybe they flew a GPS onto one of the drones and GPSed them or tracked them with some kind of laser tag technology. Well, then they wouldn't tell you anyway, right? They wouldn't tell any of us. They would lie to us and say, oh, we don't know what's going on. I don't know. And they would collect information. So the two most likely things on this list so far to me are you wouldn't tell anyone anyway, and you know what it is. So, like, I'm not making a big deal out of this like everybody else is because, at first I was mad and I was like, shoot him fucking down then if you don't know the fucking care. But obviously that's a stupid thing to say because it's like, we'll shoot them down, but we're spoken like a true fucking idiot. Like, I mean, I don't know. So you know what it is. You know what it is. You wouldn't tell anybody anyway. Pretty much all means to me that you know what's going on. You're just not going to tell anybody. You're unable to follow it is bullshit. It's dangerous doesn't matter if it is or isn't. You'd probably follow it anyway. So I just dropped those off, and you know what it is, and you wouldn't tell anyone anyway. Coincidentally, if you flip this around, it kind of looks like a fucking alien, but you know what I'm saying. The drones are all over the world, says Dirty Frank. Okay. George Soros is flying drones all over the world. It's got to be like one of the biggest stunts ever, probably. Probably Elon Musk is doing it. Drone crash. New Jersey State Intelligence Emergency Services issued an alert bulletin on what to do if near a downed drone. They're ordering fire and emergency to stand down from approaching these crashes and to wear full gear and evacuate the area. Wow. So, like, they're obviously lying. They're taking PSYOPs to a new level. Well, I wonder if this is the new surprise. This is the new Trump thing. They unleashed COVID on all of us when Trump was the president the last time. I almost wonder if this is like their next thing they're going to do. Like, okay, we got to figure out a way to change the whole planet. We had COVID last time. Now we'll deliver some other super virus. They're remaking the movie Batteries Not Included. Oh my God. Well, that will be terrible. I doubt I would ever want to see whatever new version of that there is. Probably 2 lesbian black women will find the robots. That's what I'm getting. The drones are all over the world. I'm from the government. I'm here to help. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Super chat party.
Play some Rastafa Joe.
Play some Rastafa. We'll have to find some Rastafa. Don't you miss Rastafa? Where's he been? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I think a lot of people really miss Rastafa. Maybe tomorrow night on Monetize This, right here on this channel, we'll get some Rastafa. The drones are here, folks. Drones are prohibited from being flown at night, but most drone sightings occur between dusk and dawn against FAA regulations. Unless they receive government waiver, they receive a waiver, the government knows who's flying them. Either way, they should be stopped. So there you go. Very interesting. Remember the super classified, modded out stealth helicopters used in the Bin Laden raid? One that they had explode after a crash. If they could make a helicopter this silent, imagine what they can do with drones. Yeah. That's true. That's true. That thing looks like the, kind of like the little ship in Star Trek Nemesis, which came out 22 years ago today. Interesting. One of the drones that crashed looks like it.
Yo!
Yo!
Wait, you got good footage? Good footage? Yo!
Jesus. The man who died in this crash was a flight instructor, and I'm reading people were shooting at what their dumbasses thought were drones. How the fuck are we this stupid? So someone shot down a flight instructor? Wow. I don't know, man. Looks like it's a private plane crash. Yeah, look, that one looks, this one I'm looking at looks like a plane crash, like a regular plane. This is weird, man. Maybe they're poisoning us. I don't know, man. This is really crazy. I'm reading so many things. A drone was reported to crash. I mean,
going on. I feel like I'm watching the season finale of 2024. I think they're UFOs. I'm gonna tell you that. Allow them to do whatever.
bro, these can't be UFOs. They're literally, I mean, they're UFOs, but they're not like, this is not alien stuff, you know? This is our dumbasses. Imagine if we found out dragons were real and they've come out of hiding and they can morph into whatever shape they want. So they chose drones so we wouldn't be that suspectful. But they're really dragons. This is weird. Currently at the Empire State Building, where a reporter drone crashed into it. There's a reporting of a drone. I don't know if that one panned out. I remember hearing about it earlier. Bro, this definitely has something to do though with Trump winning. Like they're gonna try to like destroy the country or something, or take over something, or whatever. I mean, they literally did COVID the last time. What will they do this time? When did real life become better than the movies and TV shows? Exactly, because we've seen it all. We've seen every show, everything that could be, every story that was good. You know, I feel like I should write a book. I feel like Joe Cronin, should write a book and call it 1984 2. And I would say like every good book that could have been written was written. Every bit of history that needed to be learned and rewritten was. Every great movie and story that could be told was. Until one day we were left with nothing but recycled versions of those once triumphant, amazing stories that touched our hearts. And we were left with recycled versions that weren't as good, that left us feeling disappointed and hollow and bland. And creating movies and TV and music and art was done through the shallow features of AI. And therefore, every bit of art lost its soul and lost its uniqueness to a bland, robotic world where every day you woke up and then wondered why. What's the point? And as the depression, lack of creativity or to be creative was passed on from man to man, woman to woman, child to child, the human condition turned to that of bitterness, sorrow, and disappointment. to emptiness, to loss, to hollowness. To repetitive, constant worry, anguish, and torment. At once we marveled at our own creativity, but now nothing new, nothing fun was written, sung, or seen. As the quantum computing age kicked off, what was the point in thinking anymore if a quantum computer could think of things better than you? And what was the point in being creative when everything wonderful and amazing and every idea had already been spilled out, flushed out, and perfected? And with the average population becoming more dumb, the genius of creativity of the past shined bright. But the future looked like a dark cave that you could never light up to see what was in it. And outside of the dark cave, all you could do was look back, far away where the sun would set and the bright, glowing, warm cylinder would light the sky, and you'd look in amazement at how amazing it was, but so far away you could never reach it. So instead you turned to the dark cave, walked in, and went to sleep. Now it was more fun to dream than to actively create. It was more fun to envision things in your head than to project them onto the world. For every thought was thought of, every painting had been painted, every movie had been made, every song had been sung, every book had been written. And now every man on earth stood without purpose, without passion, just mind-numbingly replaying other wonderful works from so long ago in their mind. That's literally what I feel like we're becoming. What's the point? Every good book's been written. And you know what? If I just sit down and think about, maybe I'll write a book. You start writing it, and then you go, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll use AI to do something. And then you have AI do some of it, and you're like, wow, that's better than what I was coming up with. And then you're like, well, I'll just do that. And then you're like, well, at this point, I'm not really writing, and you know what? I just give up. Oh, I'll make a song or whatever. Oh, man, you know, that sounds like so many other songs, kind of, really. I mean, what can I really say? Let's make a movie, you know. Oh, it really seems like, oh, that's like this movie. That's like that movie. God, it's just all going away. You know? It's just all going away. The Twilight of Joe Cronin. What up, Dirty Frank? What a fucking name. I love it. Tomorrow night is Monetize This right here on this channel, by the way. What did I just say? I just went into like a weird... Did anybody realize? I just went into a trance while going over that stuff. Anybody realize that? I went into like a weird fucking trance. That was weird. Oh boy. Took me an hour to try to get on here with the computer problems. But anyway, I think I said enough. I've not had a good night, obviously, tonight. The drones, maybe we'll know more tomorrow, and we'll talk more about it tomorrow. Officials seek answers on the drone sightings. Sure. They're probably planting a bioweapon to kill all of us. We don't know what it is. I don't know. Get ready when they're gonna kill us. Tessa Blanchard's back, by the way. See that? This is one of the clearest ones I think that anyone's seen of the drone. I think this is a New Jersey one. It's about time somebody got a good camera out there to get it. You know? Look at that. It's clearly some kind of a drone. I mean, you don't light up a device like that. You know, unless you're trying to, it's a very Earth-like drone. It's got the V-shaped wings. That looks crazy. That's like the size of this guy's roof almost. If it were to come down, it would be like massively big on top of the roof. I mean, that's a big-ass drone, bro. We could have flying cars. Looks like bug eyes. You know? It's interesting. Huh. And then a big orange light goes off in the middle.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here.
Oh shit.
This briefcase right here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase.
It's Dirty
right
Frank.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. Son, run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fucking fat bitch. Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
Purchase your tracks today.
Never run so hard in all
My
your
God, it's Dirty freaking Frank. Look at this bitch run.
you fat bitch.
Oh my God. Dirty Frank had nothing to say. He was just dropping a dono. Yo, Dirty Frank, thank you, man. Super chat. Let's go. Tomorrow night. Dirty Frank, thank you, man. Saturday night I'll monetize
Shit
this.
bomb.
It'll be a big night.
Did you see Jesse Ventura today? He still has it.
I still have it. It's in my pocket. Here's the thing. Tomorrow on Saturday night's main event, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly a plane in the 9/11. I mean, I'm going to 9/11 a plane. Ankle breaker. Thank you. Yeah, tomorrow night will be monetize this / Saturday night's main event celebration. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one, brother. Saturday night's main event and monetize this Saturday night. Saturday!
It's being a millennial, being a mom, being an Asian American, being someone who served on the city council before and has a very kind of city-focused neighborhood lens. So that can all mix together, and it's hard to point to this particular, aspect being the most relevant one or another. But there are definitely moments where you feel the growing that we still have to do as a community.
You gotta love the mayor of Boston who gets to. Why did all these mayors do this? They all play victim. They're just so fucking full of shit, bro.
And so for me, it's not just about being a woman in this role. It's being a millennial, being a mom.
Yep, I'm a victim. Oh, I know why that the people are hating on me. It's because I'm a woman. It's because I'm a mom. What the fuck? Who the fuck attacks moms? Whoever attacks moms? Does anybody out there know about anybody who attacks fucking mothers? Yeah, well, why am I getting all this hate? Is it, I'm a millennial, I'm a mom. What?
In different contexts and in different spaces. And so for me, it's not just about being a woman in this role.
I'm a woman, so they hate women.
It's being a millennial.
Millennials, they hate millennials.
Being a mom.
I'm a mom, they hate moms, I guess.
Being an Asian American.
Asian American, you hate that. I mean, even though we're the best successful people in the country.
And being someone who served on the city council before.
I was on the city council. That makes me hated too, I guess.
Has a very kind of city-focused neighborhood lens.
Oh my God, the city people are mad at me?
That can all mix together, and it's hard to point to.
No, that's not it. I think it's the retard things you do that people don't like. Did you ever think maybe it's the retard things you do that people don't like? What a stupid fucking person. What a stupid fuck person the mayor of Boston is. The first female mayor, the first Asian mayor, and I mean, there's so many smart Asian women out there, and this retard person is who's in office. And I'm just going to call her that since she's bringing up her race and that she's a woman and whatever other bullshit. Yeah, well, guess what? Boston loves those things, you stupid bitch. We literally are all blue. The entire fucking area voted for fucking Biden. You are in the most privileged, liberal, fucking your type of person per place in the entire country. And you're coming out here bitching like, we still have work to do. No, you're a retard person. That's what people are talking about, you fucking nincompoop fuck. And this is the type of shit that proves it. Because only a retarded child fuck would say things like this.
This particular, aspect being the most relevant one or another. But, there are definitely moments where you feel
stupid.
The growing that we still have to do as a community to really see leadership across every different part of our representation and our identities. And sometimes it...
Stupid fuck.
What I hear from women mayors, for example, I had gone to mayor school right when I was elected, and there have been programs that help us kind of learn best practices and talk about different subjects and get up to...
Oh my God, bro. She went to mayor school? Mayor school? Oh my God, please let Boston be invaded. Let Boston be invaded and let her not know what the fuck to do. And you know what? I'm starting to now think she's right. Women can't be fucking mayors. Maybe she's right. I never thought this before, but I'm starting to think this now. Maybe this is true. women are fucking idiot leaders. Maybe she's right. Because do the men mayors go to mayor school and come out with balls? What the fuck?
To speed on different issues. And in certain spaces, you know, we'd been having conversations at that time.
In certain spaces.
It was quite...
You mean, what does that mean? What does in certain spaces mean?
A divided time as well, even just a couple years ago. And every one of the women mayors had someone protesting outside their house at some.
Almost every mayor gets people protesting outside their house. What the fuck does women mayor have to do with it? Have you not seen all the mayors that have had protests outside their house over the last 10 years? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God, almost all the women mayors. You know why? Because almost all the women mayors are fucking retarded cunts. So people don't like that. And they go, wow, my fucking city is a shithole and I'm pissed off about it. I'm going to go protest at the fucking mayor's house. Like, I know. Guess what? When a male mayor fucks up, do you know what happens? People protest outside their house. And you know what happens when a woman who's stupid as fuck is a mayor and they fuck up? People protest outside their house. It's almost like people hate stupid equally. But you know what the male mayors don't do is the male mayors don't go on Twitter and go, you know, I looked at some research about, you know, I went to mayor school and then I looked at some research and it says that, you know, some mayors of English and Irish descent, as long as it's a Tuesday, just as the moon is rising, they all have had protests in front of their houses. Did you know that? Yeah.
Some point, right, about one policy or another. And that wasn't a shared experience across the men who were serving, even as newly elected mayors.
Yeah, because probably they're not as dumb fuck as you people. And on top of that, there's way more male mayors. Because people elect more male mayors in the past. Because
I'm gonna leave this brief.
Probably women are retarded is what I'm starting to think, to be honest. Dirty Frank!
I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase
Good
right
Lord.
here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. Son, run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
Yeah, dirty Frank. Dirty.
Run, you fucking fat bitch.
Dirty Frank.
Don't
Yeah.
you think I'm a fucking
Who the hell is Dirty Frank? Dirty Frank is dropping it tonight. Let's get dirty.
Your tracks today.
Never run so hard in all your damn life. Run, you fat bitch.
Thank you, Dirty Frank. Man, Dirty Frank is bringing it on the Superchats. Thank you, Dirty Frank. If you guys want to donate, you can use Superchat or you can use Streamlabs pinned to the top of the chat as well. If you want to send the money directly. Either way works. A lot of Superchats tonight, though. Thank you, Dirty Frank. Dirty Frank is making me dirty. Let's go back to the complaining bimbo.
In those roles. Now, are there different reasons for that are separate from gender? You know, who even knows? It's hard to kind of pin it on any one thing, but there can be this tendency whenever we see something that we're not used to seeing to kind of attribute a lot more feelings or cause to that, when in fact it's, again, about coming together as a community and recognizing the ways that representing all of us make.
No. What a fucking idiot. I understand what she's trying to say. She's trying to say, like, I look different, so therefore people are a little more heightened, like, oh, shit's not going well, and she's like an Asian woman as the mayor. Like, we're more mad than normal because that's a little different, and maybe that's why things are bad. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that that's true, that there's a little bit of that for sure. There's got to be. But I went in saying that if I could vote in Boston and if I was voting in Boston, I went in saying I would vote for Wu. I thought she was nice. And I was like, she seems nice. And, okay, well, she'd be the first woman, to be mayor of Boston. And I was like, well, she seems pretty nice. Like, I kind of like her. I don't know all her policies, but seems pretty good. And I sort of indicated that I didn't know who I would vote for, but maybe she would be the one. And boy, was I mistaken. Boy, was I mistaken. So, Mayor Wu, I literally was going to vote for you. But it turns out you're a moron person. I was big time wrong. No, it's you. You're a weak twat moron. That's what's wrong. Seem like a sweetheart kind of on the side. Probably nice. Whatever. But as the mayor, you are a moron, and people are mad about it. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll never stop this crying, I guess.
Makes all of us stronger and leads to better policy making too. It's getting the small things right that lead to getting the big things right, and so I try to really separate out what is, just criticism versus finding that bit of accountability in what someone's trying to communicate. And maybe, sure, we're in a time where there's a lot of emotion that can come with intense rhetoric and intensified division in the...
I mean, like, what she's saying here makes sense. But I think if she realized... if she were to watch what I'm saying right now, she would realize that it feels like she's putting the blame on almost everybody else. It feels like she's putting the blame on everybody, especially on men for whatever reason. So I think that, yeah, are there men out there and people out there, women even, that want to say crazy, vulgar things and get angry and be wild? And I do. Yeah, because that's what people are going to do when they're not feeling good, when they're not feeling happy. So no matter how good you are or good or you think you can do, if the people are suffering, they're going to point fingers, and they're going to be mean how they point fingers too. So, you want to get people to come together. Don't fuck over more than half the people for your dumb woke bullshit. And that's what you do. You're an exclusive, woke, weird, racist type of person. It makes no sense. You're an exclusionary person who singles out other people, yourself, and then you're blaming everyone else that's what they're doing to you when you're in a place of power. You're in a place of privilege, as you like to say. You're in a place of privilege, and you're crying about what people might be saying about you, but you're not really paying attention to how you're making most people feel. So maybe you need to look in the mirror. It's weird that she can't figure this out. And she can't say, there's some things that I do that are misunderstood, that are misrepresented, but I understand how they come off that way. And once you see it that way, you're really going to be upset and things get out of control. And I think I've not helped the situations. In different situations, I've made mistakes that look bad and that don't come off well, and people kind of blow it out of proportion, I think, but I understand why they're doing it and where they're coming from. And, a lot of people will even say terrible things to me that they may not really mean, and but it just shows that there's that we have a lot of work to do, and that I haven't, done everything that I can to make things good. And if things were good, nobody really would be complaining. A small minority of people will always complain about something, but the fact that it's still a large group of people complaining, despite maybe some of it's racist, maybe some of it's sexist, maybe some of it's this, that, and the other thing, I believe most of these people aren't really that way. They're just saying some of the meanest stuff they can because they're not happy right now. And that just means I have work to do, because even if even if things aren't going great, if we're somewhat satisfying everybody, those things wouldn't be happening. So it really shows that there's a lot of people that need help out there, that want their needs met one way or the other. And while I believe we are meeting needs of a lot of people and doing a lot of great things, there's clearly a lot of people that are either being forgotten about, and that we have to reassess how we can involve them and bring them to the table and bring them into the circle. Because we always talk about, making everything inclusive, but recently it's felt like despite those efforts, we've excluded quite a bit of people, obviously. And so we're looking to turn that around and to aim at a lot of those of the traditional Boston folks and some of the people that are still, suffering financially, and make it as, why don't you say stuff like that? That's what a mayor says. That's what somebody does, though. I mean, then you got to do it, right? You say it, okay, you got to do it then. But she's not even close. She's not even close. She's not doing it. She's not.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase
it's not even
right
close.
Here.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
gonna leave this briefcase right here.
Oh, my God. Dirty
I'ma
Frank
leave this
is
briefcase
super
right here.
chatting all over the
I'm gonna
place.
leave this briefcase right here. I'm gonna leave this briefcase right here. Son, run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
For Frank.
Run, you fucking
For
fat
Frank.
bitch.
He's dropping bombs. For Frank.
Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist?
Yeah, my God, Frank!
Run, you fat bitch.
Your tracks today.
Never run so hard in all your damn life. Run, you fat bitch.
Thank you, Frank. Oh, my God, bro. Dropping another bomb. Another big bomb. Biden commuted the sentence for kids for cash judge convicted of imprisoning juveniles for $2.1 million kickbacks. Biden let a bunch of weirdo criminal people out of jail today, including sex people, trafficker, weird.
Political conversation, but I try wherever possible to really take it in good faith that people are reaching out because they have something to share, that they want to see their city get better, they want to improve their community. And if we can come to that common understanding of what it is that they're trying to improve or help, odds are the city can do something about it. And so I try to bring that lens wherever possible. Also recognizing that there have been instances that particularly women in some of these roles face that do cross the line. And it's also important for us to
name them.
Call that out and make sure that there are boundaries that protect our teams, those who are serving in different leadership roles or in the public sector, because it shouldn't be an either or of.
Yeah, give me those examples. Give me those examples.
Doing good work, making sure we are responsive and plugged into community, and also feeling like you have to face more intensive, personalized racism or bigotry or anything like that.
Oh my God, bro. We are doomed. We are fucking doomed. We're doomed. We are so doomed. That might be just the most dumbfounding thing ever. Like, that was I might have lost brain cells. I think I lost brain cells, guys. Good Christ almighty, was that suffering to listen to. I want to man, I want to cut that whole thing of that and just tweet it at Boston. What was that, bro? Oh my God, bro.
If I hear you use the phrase,
why is she being bullied?
Why is that wrong?
Why is she being bullied for acknowledging something that's smart, truth, and factual?
well, a couple things. Number one, whether you're an athlete or anyone else, if I hear you use the phrase "my truth," I immediately then discount everything else you say, because there isn't my truth or your truth. There's just the truth. And when you start using phrases like that, it tells me that
That's not true.
Your brain has been captured by something that I don't really respect.
That's not true.
Number two.
That's not true.
Number two, the attention the league got this year was amazing, and it was all because of her. She is an amazing player. The arenas were full when she played in them. The TV ratings were up when she was on television. That's undeniable. But the league still lost like $40 million this year. And it's never made money. And to me, when you're talking about having respecting people who built something, what did they build? A league that loses money every year? She has the capacity.
What do you mean,
to
what did they build? What do you mean, what did they build?
What kind of a business did they build?
The reason why it's still up and still running, whether it's losing money or not, is because of these black women who are in this.
Isn't it because of the investors?
No, Scott, stop it. You stop it now.
It's not. I was in Dickey's arena.
Who pays for it?
I was in Dickey's arena. Let me just tell you.
It says more about the people who are getting offended by it than her.
I think they're just disappointed that she appears to have been captured by the woke mob.
You don't like the way.
And here's the disappointment.
It's the white privilege. Let him articulate this, because I want to learn something.
I feel a little bad for her, because she's going to learn that it will never be enough. No matter how much of the phrasing, no matter how much of the groveling you do, it will never be enough for the people in that league that hate her guts.
Why do you assume
they hate her guts?
Why do you assume that she is trying to pander? Isn't it also?
Because I hear the language. It's the language of the pander. I hear the phrase white privilege. Sports is the one place where nobody on the field has any privilege at all. She doesn't get extra points when she shoots because she's white. She gets the same number of points as anybody else. Sports is the great equalizer, and it just felt like to a lot of people that she was groveling for no reason, because she is an amazing player who deserves all the accolades she's getting right now for doing what she's doing for women's basketball.
All right,
That's right. It's weird that the white player, you know what she should have said? Well, it would have been great if she said, if they brought up stuff to her and Caitlin Clark talking about, and she had just said, you know what? It is hard for me in a league that's been made up mostly of black women, to come in here and be the outsider, in a sense, because I look different, because I look different, and because of my white skin, and because I look different, I'm treated differently. I'm made fun of. People think that I don't belong here, that I don't deserve it, and it's funny because the very women that I play around now, I'm more like they would have been if they had been joining the NBA in 1950. And I am actually experiencing some of that here. So when you talk about my white privilege, I have to laugh, because I have the opposite of privilege being in this league. I literally have the privilege of, having to watch my back more than anybody else because I'm a target. But you know what? I like that. I like being the underdog and the strange white girl, no matter how many people want to come after me, tie my shoelaces together, trip me, poke my eyes, dirty foul me, call me terrible, say that I suck just because really they don't like my skin, let's be honest. No matter how much of that goes on, I'm just going to keep doing what I do, and that's play basketball. Because in sports, there is no privilege. There's just you in the game, and the score at the end of the game. And more often than not, the score at the end of the game is I'm on the winning end of that. And winning does make people jealous, and does make people bitter. And honestly, I take all that bitterness and I take all that jealousy and that animosity, and I put it all into a drink, and I stir it up with a straw, and then I indulge myself in it, and I drink the tears, and they taste good. Like, bro, can you imagine if Caitlin Clark had said that? I would have been like, oh my God, bro, I will never miss a game. I will never miss a game if this bitch is talking like that. But you know what? She didn't say that. She came out and sort of was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then that made me like, okay, I'm done watching. I'll watch those highlights when people try to kill her on the court. But other than that, I think I'm done. Oh, my God. Ugh.
Hi, Elizabeth. Well, I got to be honest here. You know, when this story first came out a few weeks ago, as a resident of New Jersey, as a journalist, I didn't pay it much credence. I thought it would turn out to be a bunch of pranksters, and this would all be over by now. The experience I had last night, however, changed the way I feel about this story completely. What I saw was more sophisticated than I ever imagined. Take a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 lights, 6 lights.
I didn't believe what I was seeing. But what was I...
Oh, no, a flying thing with 5 lights.
...seeing? We're here in Central Jersey. We've been looking for the past hour. I think we've seen about 40 or 50 of these drones. In fact, there's one over my shoulder right there. One after another, these drones appeared in the night sky. If you look real close, they look like fixed-wing aircraft, about 8 to 10 feet wide, colorful, white blinking lights.
That is not a plane.
Definitely not an airplane, but what was it? Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They launched their own drones to see if they could intercept the mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
Why do you think that is? We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Something they hadn't experienced until now. One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean. 50? 50.
Well, we've told all of our enemies how to come conquer us at this point, so come on in, Russia, with your drones of deadly chemical attack. And just take us all down, because apparently, what are we going to do about it? Nothing.
Better or for worse is not much of a ringing endorsement.
What a homely bitch this one is.
And we all know which one Trump falls under. And let's remember who else has been given this title in years past in the same category: Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Ayatollah Khomeini, and Vladimir Putin. In fact, Stalin won the distinction twice, just like Trump.
Okay, so person of the year, Times Person of the Year list history. Okay, let's see the person of the year. Oh. Person of the year. Let's see. Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. Let's play that again.
Better or for worse is not much of a ringing endorsement, and we all know which one Trump falls under. And let's remember who else has been given this title in years past in the same category: Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Ayatollah Khomeini, and Vladimir Putin.
Oh my God, Donald Trump is a terrible person, because also Hitler has won this award from Time magazine. So hasn't Vladimir Putin, and oh my God, Joseph Stalin and Donald Trump as well. You're right. So because Donald Trump has now won it, he's just like those dictators. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Obama won it as well. And so many other great people have won it also. So it's almost like saying Trump won it is because he's like Stalin and Hitler, is like saying that Obama winning it is because he's like Stalin and Hitler. Or is it almost just like none of that fucking matters, you stupid bald whore? What a bunch of fucking retard people. Your fucking network is a fuck show, and you look like a fucking goddamn cis-like whore.
Better or for worse is not much of a ringing endorsement.
It's not much of a ringing endorsement.
In fact, Stalin won the distinction twice, just like Trump.
Okay, Obama won it. So does that mean he's a piece of shit? I guess only the people that you say are pieces of shit are pieces of shit. So then who cares? Who would? Man, women, I'm starting to think some women are fucking retards. I'm starting to think that, guys, you want to buy a t-shirt? I'm sorry, women out there. I'm making a t-shirt called Women Are Retards. I'm going to be making it soon. It's going to be coming out soon. Good Christ Almighty.
Regardless of the company he keeps, we know how important these magazine covers are to Trump. Just look at this tour he gave the Washington Post.
Oh, so yeah, and guess what? Do you know where Obama's got his hung up in his fucking goddamn Nantucket fucking mansion home? What the fuck does it matter? Are you surprised that people that run to be president are fucking narcissists? You have to be some kind of a self-important narcissist, crazy person to want to be president and to get there in the first place. Are you surprised that Barack Obama hangs up his fucking Time picture of himself and that Donald Trump hangs up his awards all over the place? These people are award-winning people because they're fucking winners. If their kid cuts another child's dick open on the baseball field, there's a fucking award for that. Toby got 7 awards this year. We put them all lined up in the glass case next to the other baseball awards and his fucking spelling bee medal. These people grew up, it's all about awards and medals and shit and prestige. You're surprised that Obama hangs this shit up everywhere? You're surprised that Trump hangs it up everywhere? I'm not really that big into hanging up awards, but then I don't have a lot, do I? Maybe if I did, I might have more. And maybe if I had more, I might be a more successful person. You know who hates on people who like hanging up awards for their success? People that aren't successful. And I'm going to bet that Chia Head isn't that successful with her fucking raincoat shirt. God damn, is this stupid waste of time, MSNBC.
Of his Trump Tower office, with a wall adorned with his various cover appearances.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd do it. This is where they said I was amazing. I cannot believe. I understand saying, hey, listen, you know, why did they even do that? Why didn't they just say Trump was featured on Time magazine? Many great people and many terrible people have been featured on Time magazine over the years. This is Trump's second time. He is, you know, he delights in these accolades, as we remember from his blah, blah, blah. And they could just say that. And then it's kind of like honest reporting, letting you decide if that's a bad or good thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what reporting, or even opinion pieces, right? Even an opinion piece, like, that you could talk about would be fine. If you wanted to sort of steer, you're sort of suggesting that narrative, but you're, like, also letting people decide if that's bad or good. Like, you know, really great people have been on the cover of Time magazine over the years. Really awful people have been on the cover of Time magazine on the years. Where Trump falls to you, I guess, is up to you. But this is his second time on there. We know that Donald Trump loves his accolades, as they are postered all over his walls of blah, 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 as this tour that he once gave us, blah, blah, blah. like many powerful men, Trump admires himself and his accolades, and some say that that's narcissistic and self-absorbed. Others find it to be, a positive thing to relish in your achievements. Here, Donald Trump talks about this. It's like, that's reporting. That's talking. That's
I'ma leave this briefcase right here. 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 Son, run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fucking fat bitch. Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat bitch.
Dirty Frank, Dirty Frank, Dirty Frank, Dirty Frank. Dirty Frank dropping another dirty truth.
Run, you fat bitch.
Holy shit. Thank you, Dirty Frank. Dirty Frank, you are the man. If anybody else, if anybody's feeling weird and sexy and you want to donate to the show tonight, feel free to do it. Use my, you can actually super chat like Frank, or you can donate using the Streamlabs donation link, which is right here. There it is. Check it out. Thunderball, McGillicuddy. Hello, I just found your channel. These drones from Stellantis and Archer Aviation. Google Archer biggest drone. Could be. I think they're ours, though, don't you? We were talking about the government earlier. I mean, the government's got to know, right? I mean, they're not going to tell us. That's why they came out and did that press conference where they're like, we don't know anything, and we're not really worried either, but we don't know anything. We'll see you later. Like, that is so just ridiculous. Yo, Dirty Frank, thank you, bro. Holy shit, man. He's capped off like 5 or something donations in a row. I feel like it's more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 donations in a row from Dirty Frank. Thank you, McGillicuddy. Yeah, we've been off and on talking about it throughout the night, but there's a little bit of a rumor of like, something might have been. There's so many speculations you could make, right? Like, we could talk about a lot of different speculations, right? Like we can line them all up on the board right now if you want. Let's line them up. There is USA testing. They're just testing something we don't know about. So it's just USA testing, and they're not going to tell the people what it's about. See how people react, whatever, etc. There's a rogue group prank, something like that, right? Then there's they're chemically spraying us. There's that. There's sort of searching for suspected terror attack. So like the drones could actually be searching for a chemical weapon or a trigger device that was actually dropped in several locations that could have been planted for some sort of an attack. So the drones are actually out there doing some kind of reconnaissance for that situation. So so there's that. There's, of course there's people that think aliens, which I don't think anybody thinks that really yet right now at this point. Then there's foreign government. So then there's foreign government doing something. Then Then there's incoming false flag. Hinder Trump. So incoming false flag to sort of hinder Trump or screw up Trump somehow. So I don't know. We've got all these things listed out so far. I don't know, like color code them. I don't know. Okay, so we have all these different things. I don't want to block my face because that's probably distracting, but chemically spraying us. So like of these things, like I wonder what people think. Aren't they in multiple countries? Yeah, so they may be in multiple countries, but maybe China's doing it to everybody. Or maybe Russia's doing it to everybody. Or maybe Iran's doing it to everyone. Or maybe it's a rogue group of people, of terrorists on a boat somewhere controlling these, and doing this. So who knows? So searching for suspected terror attack, or like device or chemicals. I don't know exactly how to say the whole thing, but it's our drones actually looking for, with advanced technology, looking for chemical weapons or some kind of a chemical attack or EMP drop or some planted device that they suspect was put somewhere or whatever, or a dangerous device or whatever. And so our drones are searching for that. So our government's not going to tell you and us and everybody that they're looking for that or something. So people do think, though, that there is some kind of suspect attack. So these drones are looking for those things, whether it's in multiple countries or just ours or whatever. USA is testing something, but if they're worldwide, then it's more than the USA, so that doesn't make sense. So then it's rogue group prank. Then there's chemically spraying us. Then there's aliens, foreign government, incoming false flag to hinder Trump. I would probably say that a rogue group prank is only unlikely because of the the technology is too awesome for it to be a rogue group prank, right? So that makes me think foreign government is number one. If it's worldwide, right? Can anybody tell me if it's worldwide 100%? Because I haven't been able to confirm that. If it's 100% worldwide, then I would go with foreign government. I would think that's number one. Rogue group prank, USA testing, probably say incoming false flag for Trump is up there somewhere. Searching for a terror attack or device kind of goes with USA testing almost, and chemically spraying us I feel like is at the bottom. Aliens is I'd say even above that. I'd actually believe it was aliens above that. Plot twist, it's AI and they're alive. That's crazy. They're both our military aviation contractors. That makes more sense, Thunderball. No doubt. Makes sense. My dad worked for Raytheon for a while, way back. My dad died in 1992, but my dad worked for Raytheon, back in the day, the 80s and 90s. And just some crazy shit, bro, that I couldn't even see most of the stuff. But I remember when I went into work a couple of times, that place, man, I'll never forget those security doors. Like, you could not get into this place. It was crazy. It was like so futuristic in the 80s. But I do have to wrap it up in a minute, so I am going to get out of here in a minute. And tomorrow night, we're going to be live for Monetize This. If you're brand new to the channel, we're live all the time. But tomorrow night, I'm going to have a bunch of people on the show. We're going to have a big party. It's going to be nuts. Plus WWE Saturday night's main event. We're all going to celebrate Saturday night main event. Monetize This. It's going to be huge. And that's really about it, man. I do want to thank Dirty Frank tonight. Because, bro, he went off. He He dropped like 4 or 5 super chats or something. And it is hard right now to buy Christmas gifts. It's been a little crazy this year. This has been my worst year since. This is definitely my worst year since right around when YouTube first started making money for me. It's crazy that this was one of the worst times. Crazy. Do you know that I paid the IRS back $15,000 this year? And my IRS debt is up to $84,000 now? Do you know that I paid them more money this year than I've ever paid them? And I owe more money? It was $68,000. Now it's $84,000. Does anybody have a weapon? like, I'm going to need it because they're going to kill me. And I'm going to kill myself. But so, yeah, it's been a very rough year. So I really appreciate the money, man. That's really cool of you. Thank you very much. It's been a really weird year. And I think it is a bit, it's a bit, what do you call it? Trying to think of what, not depressing. It's what the hell's the word? I'm too tired. That's why. See, I'm so tired I can't think of words. It's just, man, it just sucks running uphill. You know, that's all. It just sucks. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for Monetize This. Be here, Dirty Frank. Hope you can be here. I know it sounds like you're not here a lot, but because you can't make the shows. But we hope. Let's cook tomorrow, Novonix. Yeah, brother. Let's cook tomorrow, Novonix. Let's go, baby. UFOs are everywhere. We'll see you Saturday night, tomorrow night, or tonight now, I guess, for Monetize This. Episode 483, I think it is. 483 episodes over 10 years. See you tomorrow night. That's crazy. We're coming up to episode 500.